It's done.
Yes, we can see you now.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So the Expert Committee on Drug Dependence. My name is Fabian Steinmetz. I'm from Germany. I'm a Eurotox certified toxicologist and professional risk assessor at an international consultancy. And I speak here on behalf of the NGO ENCOT, the European Coalition for Just and Effective Drug Policies. And now I'd like to speak a few words about Kratom, Metrogynous speciosa. First of all, I'd like to remind the committee that banning hemp, poppy, and coca was not very successful and even led to more potent derivatives and synthetic imitations. And these bans fueled violent crime and human rights violations worldwide. But back to Kratom. Kratom tastes horrible, and effects, particularly at high doses, are often described as unpleasant. It's a traditional medicine for pain and opioid withdrawal symptoms, and maybe soon also Parkinson, I guess. Only at very low doses, it has some stimulant properties. However, the opioid properties, which are probably the reason for concern, are rather mild. The main alkaloid, metrogynin, needs to undergo first-pass metabolism to become an opioid, 7-hydroxymetrogynin, which requires oral use. This inhibits a sudden rush and clearly differentiates Kratom's main alkaloid, metrogynin, from cocaine or morphine. Hence, snorting, smoking, and injecting, which are rather critical routes of administration, are hardly relevant. Adverse effects such as kratom use disorder or organ toxicity are rare and usually rather mild. Excuse me. These risks are comparable to many other plant materials we may consume on a daily basis. The concept of Paracelsus applies, and I would like to emphasize that kratom is not significantly more toxic than tea. Yes, you heard me right, tea, Camellia sinensis. A few grams have mild psychotropic effects, a few grams more may result in unpleasant side effects, and heavy long-term use of extracts, what I even learned quite recently, may even harm your liver. That's true for both plants. So should we next time meet here and talk about banning tea? Also, the associated deaths need to be seen in the same light. If you treat kratom use as a deadly contribution, for example in a fentanyl overdose, then you must also consider a cup of coffee as a deadly contribution in a methamphetamine overdose. Framing kratom as a deadly and dangerous drug is just wrong. Most users will never ever develop any problems. But this may change by banning the plant. A ban on a niche product such as kratom will most likely affect people using the plant as medicine and mild stimulant, and it will either lead to individual decisions towards more harmful substances or people suffering from criminalization. It is understandable to regulate extracts and isolates for therapeutic purposes under local medical laws. However, it is not justifiable to ban the plant and its traditional use forms. Hence, we at ENCOT oppose scheduling kratom as a controlled substance. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steinmetz, for your intervention.